welcome to stream. Welcome, and a welcome to all of the lurkers as well, because I did see you and you are very appreciated. But yeah, there's been a lot of things going on, so I kind of figured. Well, I had planned on making a post and things and telling people on the YouTubes what has been going on a bit, but I didn't. Mainly because posting, like, when something bad happens, because surprise, something bad happened. I kind of struggle with YouTube and things, and I just go offline, like, basically immediately, and I find it easier to post on Discord. So that's kind of where I posted, and a lot of people are on Discord and on the YouTubes, so they already know most things. But I also know that a lot of people who are on YouTube doesn't actually, or aren't in Discord, or doesn't have a Discord, so for you this is gonna come as a bit of a surprise. Woo! Hello, Chicky. Welcome to stream. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far, and that you had a wonderful stream as well, because I did see you were streaming today. If I remember correctly, it was either today or it was tomorrow. I forgot. But yeah, it's good. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. I am slightly tired because it has been like Swedish summer has hit. I don't know if Swedish summer is gonna stay for a week or a few days or a month or 2 months. I don't know. But we've had at least a couple of summer days now. So I have been suffering. So I'm guessing it's been bad down south as well. But yeah. I have been celebrating Midsummer, by the way, and Midsummer is, I'm streaming tomorrow. Oh, okay. Had to postpone it because today was way too warm. 39? Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, I don't know how warm it was here, but it was not 39. I will give you that. It was not 39. I think it was over 30, but it was not there. But it's been nice, been to the lake for some swinging. So was I. Yeah, but the heat wave is brutal here. Yeah, I can see that. And especially, like, the little road that I have, it's not immediately beside my house, but a bit further away. Like, it is an asphalt road, so it's getting a bit sticky because it's warm and it's heating up. That coupled with a lot of farming equipment and farming tractors and machinery, heavy things going on the road, it's not being maintained. I will say, in the road's defense, it has not been maintained properly for a couple of years. So it was already cracking. So add the heat and the heavy traffic, and the road is basically, it's not even a pile of rocks. In the worst parts, it's basically a pile of holes and a pile of rocks simultaneously, if that makes any sense. It's horrendous to drive on. Like, I drove over it twice, and I just figured that nope, not doing that again. Not doing that again. I'm gonna take the long way. And no, for you don't have to worry, because it's the road to the big road. It's not the road to you, so you're fine. You don't need to do any crazy things. So, road is as sound as my sanity. I hope your sanity is way better than this road, because it's been having a wobbly identity crisis for a while. But yeah, had like 36 most of the week. Yeah, I'm good. Boss basically begged us to do home office. I can see that. I can see that. Oh, yeah. Hello, Yerna. Hello, Starry. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. I'm currently in Spain. Oh, that sounds even hotter. I do envy you being in Spain. I do not envy you the heat. I wish all of you an incredible, wonderful time. May the beers be plenty and the joy. Ah, yes, yes. Happy to see a beggar in group hug. Yeah, group hug. I need the group hug. I need so many hugs, to be honest. Hope you haven't been deep fried this past month. I have been emotionally deep fried this past month. Yeah. Hope you have a great time in real life all day. Oh, that took me a little bit, but yeah. Go say hi to the dragons from me, okay? But yeah. I have some news because I have had a lot of things going on with me for the last month. So yeah. Here's your cooldown house. Yes! Wonderful. Plenty of swimming time in space. Yeah, I hope so too. Do take a lot of the swimming time and just enjoy. I mean, Spain has a lot of culture and history as well. I feel like it would be really interesting to see that checking out because I've been in Italy. That's the only Mediterranean country that I've been in. And Italy was really, really fascinating how you can see traces of a lot of what's been going on in Italy's history. So it would be kind of interesting to see how that would turn out in Spain, especially considering how Spain has been kind of a melting pot between Islam and Christendom for centuries. If not millennia, I don't know. A long time. So yeah. Lots of Roman ruins, lots of cool landscape and some cool old cities. Yeah, that's what I figured. I feel like a lot in the Mediterranean is like that. It's a lot of Roman ruins, a lot of cool landscape and some really cool old cities. Yeah. And then you come to Northern Europe where it's just lots of cool landscape and some cool old cities and not any Roman ruins anymore. We just have piles of rocks and holes where wood used to be. But yeah. Honestly, I don't know where to start. I just like the food. Every country I go to, I consume the local Italian food. Yeah, that's kind of... I feel like that's how you should do things. I mainly go in for the fika with some local snacks and stuff. I mean, you guys have some cool Viking stuff. I mean, do we know? And Norway have those colorful houses somewhere. I mean, Sweden has a lot of colorful houses as well. The sad thing is, though, that a lot of the Viking stuff, they built out of wood and mud and straw. And that doesn't fossilize and remain very well. It's just, you know, it just disappears into dirt. What we do have some really cool old churches. I have one close to mine, where I live, that's basically built in the 12th century. But it's more like we do have some cool things from the Ice Age, like big holes in the mountain where gravel basically has been twisting into a big hole due to the Ice Age. We have some really, really cool drawings on rocks. Like helleristningar. I have no idea what that is in English. But it's basically drawings on the mountain cliffs. And then normally nowadays we paint it in with red color so it's more easily visible. But that is actually pre-Viking things. That is Bronze Age things, interestingly enough. So, and from the Viking Age, I think we mainly have, the big Viking rocks. I think that's it. I mean, we have the metal work and stuff like that as well, of course. But not in the building-wise. We have some judging circles as well. And some hällkistor. Rocky coffins that is big as a boat. We have a lot of boats, okay? We have drawings of boats on rocks, and we have rocks in the shape of boats with a tomb in the middle of it. And then we built boats, so. If Gina was a house, I think she'd be quite colorful. I don't know. I think I'd be a combination of rock and wood. But I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I would definitely be quite sturdy. I would need to visit the north at some point to see stuff. You do. I need to go down south and see stuff as well. But friends have been there and showed me some neat pictures. Yeah, that is cool. I will say though, you need to go and see the Vasa Museum, which is in Stockholm. You don't need to see Stockholm because Stockholm is... bleh. It's pretty, but the people there are not so pretty. They are a bit full of themselves. That is what I mean by that. But the Vasa Museum, that is the it's a big boat that was meant to go and battle the Danes, because obviously we need to battle the Danes. It's just that the king thought it was too small, so he made the shipmasters build it taller, and then it was still too small, so he made them make it even taller, which made the center of mass quite high above the waterline. And anyone who know anything about boats know that having the center of mass above the waterline is a very stupid idea. And lo and behold, it got to about around 100 meters before it toppled over and sank. And we have found the ship, so we have taken it up to the surface, and we have it inside of a museum. It's very cool. It's very beautiful, but it's very wonky. But hello, Seven. Welcome to stream. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. Like, you're doing well. I am. But yeah. Yeah, I think most of you guys know this, but yeah. So what I can gather, you guys up there like boats. Yeah, we do. Which is neat, but love seeing some boaty McBoat faces. Yes. You really should get up here and watch our boaty McBoat faces. They are wonderful. Okay, yeah. It do be like that sometimes. But. No more interrupting, Gina. No. It's also because, I mean, I'm fine talking about things now. I am fine. But just knowing how to get into it is difficult. And it's a touchy subject. I'm fine talking about it, but it's still a touchy subject. But since this winter, basically, that's kind of when I first noticed that lady wasn't doing that well. So she was limping and she didn't move as well as she should. So the vet came out and she got painkillers for a week, and she was very swollen in her... I don't know the English words for things, so... But one of the joints in her hind legs was very swollen on both sides. So I kind of figured that the vet just thought that, yeah, this is gonna be permanent, but she didn't want to say anything because she didn't have an X-ray machine, so she couldn't take any X-ray images and stuff like that. So she was on the painkillers for a bit, and things turned out to become better and better. But she was on Metacam, and Metacam you can only give horses for around 14 days maximum, because that's kind of when it can start to degrade the stomach and cause issues. But after that, she was still better. So the Metacam had obviously lessened the inflammatory response somewhere, but she was still swollen. And it hadn't gone away completely. It had shrank, but not gone away completely. So I kind of figured, I started looking what it could be, but she was old. She turned 25 this year. So I kind of figured that it was arthritis. And I figured that it was just gonna cost a lot of money to get an X-ray machine and get the diagnosis that I already knew what it was, right? So I just, the entire winter and the entire spring, that's basically where my brain was just going, please hang on until summer. Okay, please hang on until summer. And that's what she did. So things were improving. But in May is kind of when I saw that things were actually not improving anymore, and she was turning for the worse again. And the arthritis had started spreading to her front knees. So I called the vet out again, and that's basically where I got like, yeah, she needs to be gone in 2 weeks. Because a horse who can't walk is in a lot of pain. Or a horse that's a lot of pain when it walks is... like, horses are made to run and made to walk and made to move. That's basically what they are made to do. They are made to move, they are made to eat. And if they can't do one of those things, it's not really... it's not fair for the horse. So I kind of had hope that we could hold off until August, basically, was what I had hoped. August, September, somewhere thereabouts. But, yeah. So, I don't remember when it was. I think it was the 14th or something like that. That is basically the day that I said farewell to Lady. And we had a lovely time. I was bawling my eyes out. Because obviously I was. But we took a walk. She got to eat a lot of grass. I brushed her. We had a bit of a comfy time. I cut her tail the night before. Still haven't done anything with that. Because basically what you do when you cut a horse's tail, as much as I did, is just because you know that this is gonna be the last moments we have together. And then you make... I have plans to make her tail hair into a bracelet. Still haven't gotten to do that yet though, so yeah. But yeah, that is the big bad evil thing that has been happening, and I feel right now that I am fine. It is sad. I am still sad about it. But I knew that it was coming, and I don't think we could have gotten a better day. Like, the weather was really nice. It was not too warm. It was not too cold. It was sunny. So yeah, I feel like we had a nice goodbye at the very least. I feel like that could have gotten worse. That could have been worse. It could have been raining. It could have been a lot of things. But yeah. So I am healing. I am okay to like talking about it now. I am okay with sharing a lot of memories about Lady and stuff like that. Like one of the most insane things that we did is that we used to work at a riding camp for people with deaf blindness. So they have like basically like deafness and blindness is a scale. So but everyone was somewhere on the scale there, but they had both of it. So you weren't just could hear without issues and had blindness, but you had hearing issues and some kind of blindness issues together. Which is really fascinating because you do use sign language, but they have their hands on your hand when you do the sign language. So I do know, I wouldn't say I know basic Swedish Sign Language, but I know some basic signs for horses. And I know the alphabet. And I can handle most situations. Wish Lady's in a good place. I will say, though, that she is. Like, Swedes have a lot of horses. We are number 2 in Europe in the horses to people scale. The only one who has more horses per person in Europe is Iceland. So we are a horse people. And over here it's said that when horses die, they go to a kind of heaven called Trappalanda, where the grass is always green and the weather is always nice and all of the wonderful things, right? I know I said it a couple of times already, but my deepest condolences, Gina. Lady was such an amazing horse. She was. And I'm sure she had an amazing life thanks to you. I think she did. Like, we got 11 years together. That is a lot. As much as I would love to stick around and show more support, something just came up, so I have to run. Yeah, no worries. Things are like that sometimes. Hope I can make it back later, but if not, all of the hugs for you and have a great stream. Thank you. Have a wonderful time doing whatever it is that you need to do. But yeah, so back when me and Lady was working on this camp for people with deaf blindness, we sometimes did some things for us leaders. So I was working as a leader in the camp, and Lady was working as a horse. As a camp horse. Which also made it so that I got to use sign language with a rider that was riding Lady, which was an interesting situation. And the riders could do a lot of things. Like, they were jumping, they were cantering, they were doing a lot of things. And most of the time, the people riding Lady would just stick to walking and trotting. So they wouldn't go the fastest. So I could run with them, no issues. Mainly, no issues. And it's gonna be wonderful, something stressy, sadly. But I will listen to you later if the latest stories. To the latest stories. That you do that. But yeah, I still have as good as a time as is possible. Even if it's stressy. So yeah. And Lady has this fun thing, though. Normally, that when you jumped Lady, where she would not gonna take the jump in trot, because if you are gonna trot over a jump, you might as well canter over the jump. But she was really nice when I was running with her and she stuck to trotting. There was another time, though, when someone was riding her without me running next to her, and I just said to the riding instructor that, no, she's not gonna take that in trot, she's gonna canter over it. And she was just like, no, we're just gonna take it in trot. She's gonna trot over. And I was just like, no, she's not. She's gonna canter. I mean, she's gonna jump it, but she's gonna canter. And lo and behold, like 5 meters before the jump, Lady just decided, oh, we're steering to the jump. Oh, I'm gonna canter, okay? And the rider tried to stop her. But she jumped. So she was the best. She was this, like, me personally, I'm quite scared to jump with horses. Like, I have taken some massive tumbles when we had show jumping and stuff like that. As to the part that, yes, I have landed inside of the jump. I am very thankful that I had a security vest on. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure that I would have broken some ribs. So I have taken some tumbles. So I have gotten a bit scared of jumping. But because Lady just always loved jumping so much, like, you could just see that her ears perked up and she was just like, let me go, I want to jump. I kind of started to learn to trust her with jumping, and sometimes I found it fun as well with her. So she kind of taught me to love that as well. I'm still with horses that I know. But the deafblind people. So something that we leaders got to try is that we got to try riding as blind, completely blind. So we were blindfolded, and we were inside of the arena, because otherwise I don't know how we would have done that, because nobody was running around leading us. So we were on our horses. So I was on Lady because she was my little love horse, and I had a long whip in my outside hand. The outside hand is the hand that is towards the wall. You need both sides to have trust. Yeah, you really do. You really do. And that is what Lady was amazing at, because I could trust her completely. And that also made her trust me for a lot of different things. So when I was riding, I had the little whip to feel where the wall was. And because I knew Lady so well, I knew how many steps it would take before we got to the corner. So I basically knew where I was with... I had the whip to kind of feel, to control where I was. And then I was just like... And we tried walking, we tried trotting, and then I was just like, I know. In my mind's eye, I know exactly where everyone is. I know exactly how many canter steps Lady takes. I'm gonna canter. And in my defense, I was young. I probably wouldn't have done this now. I probably would have just said that I want to canter. But little me just thought that the riding instructor was before me, and she got to canter blindfolded. And my little brain was just like, nah, I know my horse. I know this riding hole. I can feel where the wall is. I trust her completely. And if people are stupid enough to walk in the arena, they can move. So I just decided that, nah, I am gonna canter as well. Like I said, do as I say, not as I do. As a more adult person right now, I do recognize that this was stupid. I should have said something. So I just started cantering, and then I made a circle, and then I stopped cantering after a while again. So yeah, I have cantered Lady blindfolded. I feel like that is an insane flex. I don't think a lot of people have actually done that. And like I said, slightly reckless, but turned out fine. So yeah, and I've gone bathing with her and Moose as well, which is a bit interesting. Like, bathing with horses is really, really fun. Because you don't have a saddle, because saddle is gonna get destroyed if it's get water on it. So, don't bathe a horse with a saddle on. Remove the saddle first. You're gonna get bareback with this one. So, and lady is a lady, you know. She does enjoy a bath, but she just also feels that going deeper than the belly is a bit of an iffy situation. So she's fine with bathing, but she doesn't want to become too wet. Okay. So I know once when I was swimming with her, I actually got her to go out enough that she had to start swimming, and then she just ran back up to the shore, and then she refused to go inside again. So, but another time Moose was with us again as well, and Moose loves to bathe. He's kind of the same. He doesn't like swimming, but he loves splashing in the water. So he just usually lifts his front leg a lot and just splashes so much. Which is really, really fun when you're sitting on him, and less fun for everyone around you. And lady does not appreciate being splashed. So she would shoot the death glare at Moose when he did that. And she would just refuse to go anywhere near him because of the splashing situation. But yeah, it was a really, really fun summer, though, to be fair. It's really fun to splash. And Moose is so fun to ride when you are bathing. It somewhat, because he doesn't like swimming. Sitting on a horse that actually loves swimming is also very, very fun. But just sitting on him and his entire back just shakes because he's giving his entire being into creating the biggest splash possible is also very fun. And especially when you're bathing with ponies, where the riders are just drenched because of Moose's splashing. See, I have had a lot of fun memories from that camp, to be perfectly fair. I feel like I've had a lot of memories with Lady, but it's also kind of like a lot of it just turns into normalcy, right? You kind of just take what you have for granted in a bit. But one of her amazing things that she used to do the last couple of years is that she used to really like being scratched. And Moose loves being scratched as well. But Lady has, the last couple of years, really showed that she wanted to be scratched. So she would just place her booty next to you so that you knew that she wanted her booty scratched. And if you scratched her, she would scratch you back. So there has been a lot, and she, for some reason, she really, really enjoyed scratching you in your head. And not your shoulders or your back or any comfy places, but your head. Which was really uncomfy, but it's also like you can't say no to that, because a horse scratching you is their way of showing that they appreciate you and that you are part of the pack. Because they only scratch each other if they are part of other pack mates, basically. So horse scratching you is one of the best ways to know that they actually really, really, I wouldn't say love, but a horse's equivalence of love. A horse is a horse. We shouldn't think that they feel emotions in the same way as humans. They still feel emotions, though. Don't get me wrong on that. They do feel emotions. But we also know that they feel emotions that, like, we are different species. Love for a human and love for a horse aren't necessarily the same things. So yeah. But yeah, that is the big bad thing that happened in May, early June. Another thing is that my mom has had a few health scares, so that's kind of why I just shut off and needed to deal with that. And another thing that I also needed to deal with is the fact that horses need to have a friend. They need to be at least two. And because both Lady... okay, stressful thing has been cancelled. Woo! Family member needed me to drive them places since train was cancelled, but me getting the car sitter would have taken too long. So now they're taking taxi. Okay. What did I miss? Mainly memories with Lady, and I just said also that my mom had a few health scares. So that is the two negative things. I also have two positive things that has been going on. One I didn't know was a positive until yesterday. I was very sure that it was gonna be a negative. But yeah, welcome back, Tiki. I'm glad that you didn't need to do that. Like, driving places because train is cancelled and stuff, they can be quite stressful. And yeah. Hope she's doing fine now. She is probably doing better. But it is an ongoing condition. So. She is seeing the doctor for it. She's getting medications and stuff like that, but... I mean, she's doing fine enough, but... yeah. She basically now has a heart condition, which is scary, but it could have been worse. So... she's dealing with it. But yeah, hello Neo, welcome to stream. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. And yeah, sorry to hear about Lady. Hope you and Moose are doing okay. We are now. I will say though, it kind of started turning for Moose last week. It's kind of where it started to turn around. He was calling for her for days and looking for her for days, which was breaking my heart every time I saw that he just walked to the fence and just refused to leave the fence because what if Lady comes back, you know? But he's doing better. He doesn't look for her anymore. He's kind of settled down, which is really lovely to see. I mean, he's also getting old, to be fair. I have noticed that he has a bit of locking in one of his joints. So he's gonna retire. We'll see if it's anything that I need to call the vet out for, though I hope not. I have seen a lot of vets this last month, and I do not wish to see another. Health scare is rough. I know my mom always go to the worst thoughts, which is rough. Also as a son to deal with when I try to push optimism. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, you also always imagine the worst. No, don't scare us with Moose too. Nah, it's nothing that bad. It's nothing that bad. He's nowhere near as bad. So, I'm not scared for that. I just know that he's not gonna live forever. Sadly. But yeah, I'm just, like, he's gonna retire. I don't fear for him in the same way that I knew that it was coming with Lady. I don't know how many years, but I with Moose, I just feel like it's years. It's not months like it was with Lady, it's years, plural. But because he's an old man as well, he's 21. Like Lady was 25. Moose is 21. So he's also old. He's also old. And he's showing signs of that. Like, he's just old. He has gray hairs. He hasn't got a straight back anymore because gravity does its thing. So, I wouldn't say humpback because he has the opposite. Have you given thoughts to getting a new horse? If so, a young, or do you want to take over someone? That is actually where I was going. So, yeah, because like, my horses, they are at my dad's old farm. Old but standing. That is, he's standing firm. He doesn't really want to play, though. And I also think that I don't know if I'm gonna retire him in August. That was the original plan. I might retire him earlier. Because the saddle kind of doesn't fit him anymore. I will retire him from riding, probably in June, July, somewhere here. So I'm just focusing on getting nice last rides with him. Kind of, because I didn't get that with Lady. And that's kind of one thing that has been bugging me a bit. Oh, hello, John. Welcome to stream. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. But because I have my horses in my dad's old farm, because my dad's a farmer, don't imagine like a big, massive farmer thing that has several high-rees. It's just been my dad, the only high-ree. So it's an old, smaller farm. It's not tiny, but it is small. So the horses have been there, but because it's just me having horses there, I need to have at least 2. Otherwise, I am breaking the law, and it's not kind to the horses. That is why there's a law that you must always have at least 2. Like, if you only own 1 horse and you only want to own 1 horse, you need to pay people to have the horse somewhere, and that costs, like, legit, that costs like 400 euros per month. It is insane. The arthritis came really fast in the winter season, so really no chance to get some last rising. Indeed, very sad. It was. Like, I think it was there a long time, though. It's just that I didn't notice it that well, because I had, like, when I got sick and stuff, I couldn't really ride. So I think it started earlier. But the last part of the arthritis came really, really fast. Like her front leg, that came like in 1 or 2 months. So it did, the last bit of it came really, really fast. I think the beginning stages of it I probably missed because I was sick. But 2 4-year-olds. One of them I was riding, and I was very impressed by, as I told Discord. I think I told YouTube as well. I was streaming then. I have now ridden both of the 4-year-olds. And I have come to realize that the warm blood is not really for me. She's really kind and really wonderful. But she's insanely expensive. She's for sale, though. So, but she's extremely expensive. And she's really wobbly. She does need a rider that is a bit above my pay grade. I don't think I'm that far off, but definitely a bit above my riding abilities. And primarily, she needs someone that is gonna be able to compete with her. Like, I could see that, honestly, I could see my trainer's 4-year-old competing at a national level. I don't think she's quite at the world stage, but definitely, like, she could compete in a national thing. She's amazing. She's probably the best horse that I have ever seen. So yeah. But the cold-blooded 4-year-old I bought. So she's now home with Moose. And they have gotten kind of friendly kind of quickly. It took them a while. That's high praise because it's true, honestly. She is all like my trainer also wants a lot of money for her. I wouldn't have that. You bought one. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I do have some higher hopes for my little 4-year-old as well. Like she is on rest right now because she moved here quite recently. And she's only 4. She's only a little baby. Not quite a baby, but still. Cold-blooded mice were yes. Cold-blooded is basically what you call draft horses, so working horses. And interestingly enough, I have googled a bit on her breed. Like, she's a Swedish Ardennes. And the Ardennes come from the Ardennes, surprise, surprise, in continental Europe. I'm not quite sure where, I think Belgium. I am bad at geography. No, it's not there. France. Me. 4-year-old, so well taught. Ride-wise, or was it a pet horse? I wouldn't say that she is well taught. I would also not say that she was a pet horse. Somewhere in between there. She just learned insanely fast, though. And I kind of don't really know what to deal with it. Moose to new horsey. I'll show you the ropes, young whippersnapper. Yeah, that's basically what he has done. Like we have a room, I guess, that they can walk in and out of exactly as they want, and we have this plastic wall that they can just walk through because it's just plastic strips that overlap slightly. She's a smart cookie. That she is. But imagine this little 4-year-old horse who has never seen such a plastic wall, and she sees a horse that is bigger than her, that has no business being bigger than her because Moose is a North Swedish horse. They are smaller than the Swedish Ardennes. Not Moose and my new horse, though. They are the opposite. So I basically have a massive North Swedish horse and a teensy tiny Swedish Ardennes. But imagine this little 4-year-old who is watching a massive horse just suddenly walk through a wall. Walk through a solid wall. And then suddenly walk out of the solid wall. She was very scared, so now I have tied up some part of the wall so she can see that there's a hole. It is possible to walk through it. So now she can walk through it, but she got very scared when he suddenly just appeared out of a wall. Also, Sharpman that can be hands-on very much had one once always found a way to escape and got adventures too smart for us. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna go out on adventures that much, but you do need to know how to deal with a very big horse that is also very smart. And I know because Moose is the same, and I didn't know how to deal with that when Moose was little. And he was a brat. I can say that he was a brat because I love him. Nobody else can say that. But he was. So I kind of know how to deal with that. Like, you cannot give a horse that big anything. Like, you need to be very firm with them. Otherwise, they are gonna just take control and do whatever they want because they are massive. So yeah. Well, it was quite a contrast with Moose and Lady, wasn't it? Or is it even more so now? No, it's less. It's less of a contrast now, especially because the new one is also a draft horse, as well as Moose. So build-wise, they are very similar. Length-wise, Moose is slightly taller. So the new horse actually has bigger feet, interestingly enough. But yeah. I know that feeling of someone being bigger than me when I was little. Yeah. Yeah, that happened to me too when I was little, and then I got like 12 and suddenly I was taller than most. Horse trainer Gina, hard at work. Yeah, I have been, honestly. I have been riding a lot. Because the first couple of days I was just like, distract me! Although I will say though that going on a riding lesson the day after, lady, that was rough. That was very rough. But yeah. So I'm gonna start the little 4-year-old next week. I'm gonna start training a bit. I'm not sure what I'm gonna train though, because I don't have anything even remotely close to an arena. What I have to ride is mainly little gravel roads. Which is, you know, fine. For most things. Less fine if you want to actually train a little youngster. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, yeah. It always takes some time getting used to. It does. It does. I've also been thinking a bit of what to call the little youngster, because we can't just call her that. And I also do like my meminals having on-stream names, because that also removes the issue of trying to pronounce a Swedish word. Yeah, because what riot forms can you do on gravel roads? Surprisingly many, honestly. If you really want to, you can do a surprising amount of things on gravel roads. But making sure, like, training... Like, there are some parts that you are gonna struggle with on gravel roads. And those are kind of the things that I want to focus on with her, so that's gonna be an issue. Another hypothetical issue is that she is a chestnut mare. And I do know that I have said this before. Because this year, the year of the horse, this year is definitely a chestnut mare. You know... It's not prejudice, but, you know... old-fashioned belief things. When it comes to chestnut mares, there is this belief that a chestnut mare is gonna be your worst nightmare until she suddenly becomes your best friend. And she's gonna switch between those two randomly after that. Like, chestnut mares are very known to have a massive temperament. So add to that she's 800 kilograms. And probably gonna end up around 900 kilograms when she's fully grown. So, a bit of an issue. Don't know chestnut mare, tried to Google, but gave me mega chestnut Pokemon. I see. For names, why not Cookie? Since she's a smart cookie and chestnut mare is brown and cookies are brown too. Oh, that might be a thing. That might be a thing. My thought was a Lily. Because of Lily Potter. No, but I feel like Lily kind of fits her. I mean, we might do a bit of a naming situation, what we're gonna call her. I mean, she is beautiful though. She is a flaxen chestnut if you want the proper thing. And a flaxen chestnut is basically a reddish-brown body, and then her hair is flaxen, so a lighter, not yellow, but yellowish. So, yeah. Yeah, I figured that out, but got Pokemon champions on my mind. Yeah, that is fair, though. That is fair. Sometimes you do be like that. Another positive that I checked yesterday because I was scared is that I actually got... I didn't ace my exam because I passed it, but I passed my exam on the subatomic thingamabob that I basically didn't understand, and I absolutely hated the book because the book was so unpedagogical that I needed to read one sentence like 5 times and it still didn't make any sense, and then I had to chat GPT the sentence because the formatting was wild. So I passed the thing thanks to just ignoring all of the facts. Like, normally I read facts and I study the theory behind, and then I go to the questions and I understand the questions. That is how my brain wants to do studying. Like, I want to understand the theory behind everything before I do the problems. Which takes longer, but that is how my brain works. I really thrive on understanding. I couldn't do that with this course because the book was poop. So I just did problems, and we didn't have like the proper answers to the questions, so I was shooting blindly in the dark. And I didn't get into a study group because they had already formed study groups, and I'm just a little introvert, so I'm just gonna, not force myself into anything. So I did it with the help of ChatGPT. I dislike AI for a lot of reasons, but it saved my behind. I am thankful for it for that. Now I'm gonna continue to not use it. Congrats, Tina. I know you'll never deal with that awful book again. Yes. I am so thankful for that. Thank you. Will you sell the book for the next unfortunate soul? Keep it as a grim reminder or sacrifice it to the fire gods? Ooh, sacrificing it to the fire gods sounds fun. It can help. It definitely can help. Like, my main gripe with ChatGPT and AI in and of itself is 2 things, mainly. 3 things. Honestly. 3 things. One is how they took from artists without, getting leave for it. So they stole a bunch of things to train with. And then the water energy usage, the massive centers use. It takes so much energy. I find it, like, most things you can I could do most things without AI before. I'm gonna continue to do those things without AI. The third thing is how easily people trust AI without fact-checking when AI is very known for sometimes being very wrong. Like, I had to correct AI when I was trying to study for this exam. Like, sometimes it was just writing out insane stuff, and I was just like, no. So you can never just relax when you use ChatGPT. I will say that. Never, ever just relax when you use an AI, because they are stupid. Like, my professor, I loved that he said this. I really liked a lot of things that he did, but one of the things that I really love that he did is that he said that AI is short for almost intelligent. Which is spot on, honestly. Like, it can do some really, really cool things. It can be of an immense help, but you should always remember that it is not fully intelligent in that way. It's just a regurgitation machine, basically. It is not perfect. It is definitely not. Gotta use the tool you got available. Is that, I need some paper to start the barbecue, Tina. Oh, I have just the thing. Yeah, I don't think the book pages are that good for kindling, to be fair. But yeah. Like, normally I do keep the books that I used during school, though. Yeah, I am so thankful that I do not need to redo that exam, because if I did need to redo that exam, I would honestly just go get the book they used before, which was a book from like the 80s or something like that, because that was more pedagogical, but it is old and doesn't have all of the facts about subatomic physics that we know now. So it's out of date. But I feel like I would understand more. There are people that do not want to learn and rely on AI, but honestly, since I was very young and Google and Wikipedia came out, those that didn't want to learn doesn't. So AI add on to that, but already existed. But add on to that, but already existed. A lot of less smart people have been spreading for a long time. It has. It has. I will say though that I feel like, yes, Google and Wikipedia and stuff like that, it's also not the best to just take the first sample of what's there. I will say though that I feel like a lot of people trust AI a lot more than they should. Just because they feel like this is a computer, it can't do wrong. Because we do learn from quite an early age that a calculator does give you the right answer, but it's kind of the same thing there. You need to know how to use the calculator to actually calculate the thing. Like AI is a tool. It's obviously here to stay, right? I don't think we can just wish it away completely. It is here to stay. But I also say that I really hope that people will not use it as much as they currently do, because a lot of people use it for a lot of weird stuff. Like a lot of weird stuff. Like just, I've heard people just ask, like honestly, ask ChatGPT, like, should I buy this thing? Like, ask your friends and family if you need help with that. Don't ask ChatGPT. So yeah. Don't worry, everyone has an exam that they don't want to do it again. Yeah, I think so too. Like multivariable calculus. Like honestly, that thing was horrendous. I am very thankful that I will not need to watch that thing ever again. At the same time, last year I was missing math so much that I honestly thought about picking up my multivariable calculus books and just do it for fun. I think they asked Google with that before. I think they did, but... And that is also fair. Like, I do ask stuff like, not kind of that, but I do ask Google a lot of things. But that also, I mean, I kind of wish that I could turn the AI thing on Google off. Because that thing is also incorrect a lot of the time. But asking Google and asking AI is two different things for two different reasons that I can come up with just right here now. Because primarily, it doesn't require as much energy. Secondly, when you are Googling it, it's a lot easier to check who is typing this and what. You do know where the facts come from. With AI, you don't. I turned the AI thing by switching to other search engines. Currently using DuckDuckGo where you can turn AI off. Yeah, I thought about using DuckDuckGo, but sometimes Google search engine is so immensely good. Like, I just wish that I could have Google search engine without AI. Honestly though, another thing that I really, really wish is that my laptop could stop deciding for me that I want Yahoo as a search engine, because I do not want Yahoo as a search engine. And I feel like every other time I need to switch with which search, and I don't know why. It just continuously updates into Yahoo. It's probably because of the antivirus thing that, I don't know. It's an old laptop. I don't know. But yeah, that is basically what has been going on with me for the last month. That plus me searching for jobs and being declined said jobs. And stupid enough as I was, I didn't search for that many jobs. So here I am without a job in August. So it's gonna be interesting. Yahoo is horrible. It is horrible. Yahoo as a search engine. We're desperate, but not that desperate. Exactly. We are not that desperate. I have never seen anything that bad. And the interesting bit is that I just search something, look at the search results, and I'm just like, why on earth are the search results this bad? And then I just like, oh, you have decided to do Yahoo again. Interesting. But yeah. I know, but you at least got declined on it goes. Yeah, I did get declined. And I also did get, like, the last one I applied for, I actually got some nice feedback. It was, the boss actually called me instead of just mailing me. And he gave me some feedback about, I mean, the feedback that he said was basically that I did good at the interview and that my references were good. So it was basically like, you did good, but sorry we can't because we have another. And he also actually said that if you are still free later on and we have something, you are very welcome to apply for that job. So I think it did. I think I left a good impression there. I'm kind of sad that I didn't get it though, because I think there are better jobs than that one, but that one is kind of close by, so I wouldn't have to commute that long. The ones that I am applying for now is a far longer commute. Like for the one I got declined, that would basically be like a 20-minute, 25-minute commute, like one way, so 40 to 50 minute daily. The ones I'm applying for now is more like 1.5 hours daily. So yeah, good impressions can lead to something, but can't wait around for what ifs. Unfortunately, yeah, the same. Yeah, that's basically what it is. But yeah. Yeah, I think that is basically it. So maybe we should do a bit of a gaming session. Like 1 hour after. But in my defense, this was definitely gonna be a bit more of an update thing. 1.5 hours, that is rough. Really feel like such a waste. It does, and especially as a teacher, because if you work full-time as a teacher, you work the insane hours of like 45 hours per week, and add then 1.5 hours per day of a commute. Ew! Insanely long days. So yeah. Wait, which is mine? That one, because Sleeping Dragon is my offline stuff. And you little computer screen. I still use you, otherwise I cannot see chat. So, no, I thank you. Thank you kindly. I mean, stream title says chatting. It does. It does. I still have my little reindeer there. Now, where on earth? Ooh, it's starting to smell like. It's starting to smell like a summer evening. That is amazing. I definitely feel like summer has a lot of really, really nice smells. I don't know if that sounds insane or not, but it does. Do I have something I can do here? I can make vodka, but that uses up all of my potatoes. Or brandy. Do I want to make brandy? I think not. Oh, I don't have any fuel. Okay, that's easily remedied. Let's make some rosé, because that gives us more money. We should probably cook something as well. Now, ooh, what's garlic shrimp? I mean, I know what garlic shrimp is, but... let's see here. If there's something that we don't have a lot of, then that might be a good idea to make. I need egg for a savory pie. I feel like that is gonna be easy enough. I don't want to do the green things because that is a winter recipes, and I feel like it's not winter right now. I guess you love summer, some summer smells as long as they don't come with 33 degrees in the night. No, yeah. I think we're I don't know, but when I started streaming it was like 25. So, yeah. I will say though that you have a lot longer nights than we have. Like midsummer, I was struggling because it was like dark for 3 hours. I do not do well with somewhere between 2 and 3 hour long nights. I cannot sleep. Because like, especially then, but it's still happening because it's still insanely bright. I was just waking up at like 4 a.m. because the sun was well above the horizon. Like it is insane. Can I make sugar? I cannot make sugar. That's unfortunate. I can almost make bread with tomatoes. So we are gonna make bread with tomatoes because I don't think we had any of that. Can I do any here? I cannot do anything here. Mainly because of the sugar situation. I need to deal with the sugar. I really like the new progress bars. They make things a whole lot easier. I'm gonna fill. And I'm gonna open because I have a lot. What do I have here? I have wine. Okay. Is that not where I checked that? Okay, fine. Hello? Okay, I guess I have to check that outside then. I thought you could check it. Oh, I have a lot of the Christmas stuff up. Never mind. Okay, no, that's not where I want to do. Hello? Oh, there we go. Ah, Okay, fine. I definitely remember how to play this game. But yeah, white wine is apparently in. Can't really... Okay, fruit juice. I had some fruit juice. We can do that. Cooked seafood? Sure. Do I have cooked seafood? Because if not, I can probably make some. It's a bit too close. I don't know. White? Yeah, white is free. I do have cooked seafood. Okay. Okay. So we're good. We're good in that department. I haven't checked the rooms. Yeah, this counts as a room. So does that one. That is lovely. I do have a housekeeper, right? I do. Lovely. Oh, the houses are kind of a pain to deal with if you don't have that. Gotta find yourself back to the game. You do. That does tend to take a while. Yeah, it really has been a while. But it's kind of nice to be back at the same time. I will say that I'm planning on continuing primarily with Pokemon Legends AC as well. Especially now that I'm finding myself to be a bit more stable. Because, like, it took me a while to get back on track after Lady, right? Which is fair. It's definitely fair that you take a while. I also feel like it took me... It didn't take me that long. Like, it definitely could have taken longer, but I also feel like that was because I had kind of known this was gonna happen for like half a year. I need a better axe. I forgot about that part. I forgot about the mines. But children yearn for the mines. Don't know why I'm going here. Because this is not the mine. I mean, it is a cave. Might as well just double check if we have something left here to do. I think not. No. I do not understand why we have a little blue dot. Have the blue dot always been here? Do I need to do something to make the blue dot into a better color dot? Stable is good. Now it's just the stress of finding a job, which can be rough when it's hard to find. Yeah, there is definitely that. There is kind of sure though that I'm gonna find another job. It's just that I really would have preferred it to be a lot closer to home. I know the people doing the whole making sure that you get money if you look for jobs and stuff, because money is nice to have so that you can buy the insanely expensive food. It kind of requires you to search for a lot of jobs every month to actually get that, which is fair. The goal should always be that you actually get a job. But my excuse of June and July not really being high season for teaching jobs was not satisfactory. So the person I chatted with, that I had my meeting with. Okay. I was about to say, why didn't I get anything? She actually told me then that, oh, but you can search for other jobs. You can search for like a receptionist and work and like work in companies and stuff. And I was like, no, that is not what I want. And I feel like I know that they do that because they mean well and stuff like that. But at the same time, like if I did get a job in like a factory or whatever, that would only result in me just looking for another job immediately. And that's not gonna be fair to anyone. So, I don't know why people sometimes are so insanely stubborn. I got underpants? What is this? I don't know. It is something. This is an insanely tiny floor. Can I just go up a floor? Or am I gonna... I can just go up one floor. Good to know. Oh, I need to fish here. In Stardew Valley, there are some cool fishies underground. I kind of feel like it should be the same here. I also definitely want to actually find some more ores and stuff. Oh, ha. I have been drinking so much liquid today and got a pizza today. Ooh, even though I tried to lose weight, but I had such a craving. I now feel horrible, but the heat made me do it. I mean, that is also fair because, like, even if you are trying to lose weight, you shouldn't just limit yourself in what you're gonna eat because that's just gonna make the fallback even greater. So, because I am also trying to lose weight a bit. Right now, because it's so insanely hot, I hope it's gonna become easier because I don't really get hungry when it's hot. I just drink a lot of water because if I don't, I'm just gonna get the most massive headache ever. But yeah. Like, if I would, for example, just stop eating chips and candy and stuff like that, I would just be miserable, which is not gonna make it easier for me to lose weight. So that's kind of how I deal with it. Then I do exercise more. Right, so I have started running again, for example. I did do that a couple of years ago. I don't remember when. But it has been a little while. Did not run today because that would be insane. And would lead to dehydration and me just... Hello? The prickly vines have infested this game as well, apparently. I know both headaches have them regardless, but drinking is important. I just drink too much. Have been for a long time. I ran 79 liters a day? Oh, that is a lot more than I'm handling. Like, I'm happy if I get 1 liter down. Like, my main issue is that I drink too little. And the insane bit there is I'm happy to get 1 liter down, and that is including tea. And tea is dehydrating. Which means that if you drink tea, you should drink more water. So, yeah. I remember this place. There was a puzzle here. Do I still need to make an offering? I don't know. I have unlocked the thing. To pry me from my kin... Ha! To pry me from my kin, you'll need to climb. Wait, and I'll come down when it's my time. Huh? Okay. Don't understand that. One liter is too little. Recommended is 2 liters of liquid a day by doctors who got up those numbers. I know. I know. Which is also why I am better at it when it's just... I am better at it when I'm streaming, because I do tend to have a water bottle close at hand. Water. Especially when it's warm outside. Wait, what was the riddle? If you want to pry me from my kin, you'll need to climb, wait, and I'll come back or something like that. I don't know. I feel like it wasn't worth it because it's late and I need to open because I need money. Don't really know or remember what we are saving money for, but we're probably saving money for something. We do need to upgrade the tools. That is definitely a thing that we need to do. Sadly, Gina isn't on Twitch. Okay. Because apparently she needs a hydration redeem. And that I do. That I do. Like, I know a lot of people do... do both. That's just not something that I have done. But, well, a lot of people honestly are accusing me of being smart, but still! Okay, says Worm. Hi. No, you get out of here if you don't. You get out of here if you don't want to deal with my stuff. Okay, struggle bussing slightly. It's probably fine then. 1 of those, and we need 2 of these. Why is it always this one? Except for when it's champagne or rosé, I guess. I mean, and the lager as well. There's a bunch of lager. Want cravings. Hello? You want a room, you say? Okay, I can take that room, and we're gonna haggle because I want money. I missed. Okay, still got a bit more. It's fine. It's fine. Multi-stress. But I drink so much due to being told that my mental health medicine can store poison in my body. It's so important to drink, and it gives me dry mouth, so drinking way too much, but had to tone it down, but not sure how much. That definitely sounds rough. You chill out. But yeah, I definitely understand drinking a lot because of that, and especially with dry mouth and things like that, it definitely makes you drink a lot more. I also know that there's like, if you have diabetes and stuff like that, you do drink a lot, but then you also pee a lot. Hey, you leave my paying customers alone, thank you. I do need to place something in here. We're gonna make tea. And all of a sudden, everyone wants this, but okay. Except for some people that want juice. Okay, why is brain not currently braining? I would like my brain to brain. I feel like that is a good thing to do. But yeah. But it's still good. It is. It is. I mean, you don't need to be on Twitch. You just gotta drink more, though. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh no, the ticky! I remember that. I also remember, I don't think we gave a name for this worker, but Techie is currently on a break, apparently. Oh no, I need to clean the tables. I need to do everything by hand. Oh wait, that doesn't... I just placed it down for me to pick up. Oh, that was a bit funny. I feel like that was a bit more funny than it ought to have been, but here we are. Can I order a cool juice for this hot day? That you can. You can grab a cool juice on your way out to your fika break, you know. It's perfectly fine. Well, say though that I would appreciate you getting back from your fika break pretty soon. You want that, and here we... Right. There we go. I am not fumbling and everything is perfectly... Hello, welcome back, Techie. Happy you had a lovely break. Oh, you want a break? Sure. That's gonna give me even more money. Oh, you have gonna stay for 2 days, I say. I'm gonna need to do a whole lot better this time. Okay, almost. As soon as I leave, Gina notices how much work doesn't get done. Security. Yeah, you do have a lot of job security. This place stands and falls with you, Techie. And the housekeeper, because I do not wish to deal with the little tiny hobbitses that keep on living up there who just order all of the stuff all of the time. A little bit of everything. I did do that wrong thing. Anyone wants tea? Yes, someone wants tea. Thank you very much. Lovely. Oh, you're back, well done. Take away, take it session. Is it too hot? Yes, actually. Like the fireplace is on too. Yeah, there is that. There is that. It is 3 that I faint, right? It is 3 that I faint. Thank you. I was starting to get worried. Let's see. There we go. I have so much rosé wine, apparently. Not a whole lot of these things. I need more champagne. I need more lager. It's gonna be tomorrow, Gina's problem. Because I now have bread with tomatoes. Also, what on earth am I meant to do? Kitty. Trains in the woods. Okay, I need to go to the woods, apparently. But right now I need to sleep. Yeah. Don't call them hobbits, Gina. I'm sure hobbits would be down here and eat and drink and be merry with all the people. That they probably would, to be fair. But also, to be fair, the ones that are staying inside of the rooms eat and drink a whole lot more than any of the others down here do. And the only people that I know that eat and drink a whole lot more than anyone else does is hobbitses. I still need onion for that, so that's a no-go. Right, I wanted eggies. So don't feel like doing that. Do I have something here that I don't have that I might possibly, perhaps, perchance need? Nah. I did need more plum juice, though. Probably more things. What is it that I need? I need barley or wheat for lager. Sure, can do. Mainly barley. I did need champagne. I need sugar for champagne. And I need apple juice for cider. And sugar. Why do I need so much sugar for? I need so much sugar. All of the ton. But I also don't think that we can actually... have sugar now. Maybe. I have so many seeds to buy, but I also have 9 gold, so. Sleep is important. Sleep is really important. It's too early. Fine! I'm just gonna stand here and wait. Like a true Viking. Maybe they're introverted hobbits. That they can be. Like, I am currently reading Lord of the Rings. And Mary is my little introverted friend, I have decided. Mainly because when they got to Bree, Mary was basically like, nah, you guys get down there, I'm just gonna stay in the room. It turns out that he went for a walk and insane stuff happened. But he didn't want to go down to party with the others. Therefore, I have decided that Mary is an introvert and I adore him for that. Love the Gollum way of saying hobbits. Yeah, I do too. It's just hobbitses. A nasty little hobbitses. I can't do a Gollum voice. I'm sorry. Yeah, how did Midsummer go for you? Did you partake in a party and tradition? I actually did do a little bit of the superstition stuff. Because I did pick 7 flowers under complete silence, and I put them under my pillow, and I slept, and I did not remember who I dreamt of. Sadly. Because if you do that, you're also meant to climb over 7 fences. But here we are. There aren't that many fences nowadays, and those that exist are electrical, and I am not gonna climb over electrical fences. That is not a thing that I am willing to do. I will all year round. I don't remember which ones I want. I'm gonna check my loot. I have not emptied my pockets, as I just remembered. Bitter or aroma. But I'm pretty sure these are more expensive, so we're gonna go with that one. I can have tea, therefore we're gonna have tea. Broccoli is probably good to have. So is cabbage, probably. Don't remember how many of those we have. Galaxy are gone, I'm guessing. Galaxy is gone, and therefore we go with Continental. Not 4 of them, 3 is enough, thank you very much. Otherwise it's Citra or Jewel. And Jewel is gone, so Citra it is. Why am I clicking 4 times? I mean to click 3 times. And a corn. There's the Jewel. Oh, well, those are more expensive, so we're gonna go with those. Yep. Eggplants. Pineapple. You can grow pineapple in winter. Press X to doubt. Oh, Forgotten Dream or not. Yeah, I know. 7 different seems hard to find if only you could do 1 7 times. Nah, 7 different is easy enough. The biggest issue is doing it during nighttime because you're not supposed to talk, and afterwards you are to go straight to bed. And it was quite late when I did that. But 7 different in June is kind of easy. I even narrowed it down so that I would not pick in the garden. I would only pick like wildflowers, and I would not pick clover. Because if I just do clover, I'm gonna find 2 different immediately. Onion is something that we needed, so that's something we're gonna do. Pumpkin is probably good. Does this thing regrow? Nah. I feel like those should regrow. Red tea. I'm not gonna do red tea. Red tea is not as tasty. Where is my sugar cane? There we go. Sowing peanut takes 5 days to grow. Potatoes. I didn't have that many potatoes, so might as well. Soybean. I'm pretty sure we have soybeans. We do not have sweet potato. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Nobody steal my stuff! Winter in the tropical places, sure, but no. Wait. You can, but you need a suit? What? I need a suit for what? Seven flowers, so what kind of tradition was that again? It's when you pick 7 flowers under complete silence, and you've placed them underneath your pillow, And after that, you are gonna dream about your true love, like your one true love. That is basically what the thing is about. I do not have a lot of room for things. I mean, the wine and stuff should get into the cellar, though. There we go. Did not get any of that. I forgot what it was we got. That is not helping. I need to empty my pockets outside, apparently. Thank you. We can just dump that. Not the firewood. We can dump that, though. Those I tend to want to bring with me. Those on to go there. These are to go here. What did I get an empty bottle for? And what can I use it for? When did I get an empty bottle and what on earth am I to use it for? Oh well. Oh well. It is what it is. It's also so kind of like when you start emptying your pockets, all of a sudden you notice things that you should have emptied in the first place you went to. Because of course those things go there. And that. But now I feel like I should. You can fill it up. I know I could, but I kind of want to have things in its proper places. Otherwise I'm gonna completely lose track of what I have where. So yeah. Sounds like a cute tradition though. It kind of is. Kind of is. Also, Nordic people, please explain. Is it like you put flowers under your pillow and you dream of the person? Well, your dreams? Yeah, you just dream of the person in your dreams. Yes. Oh, for the electro fans. Oh. Yeah. I mean, in theory, some rubber boots should work. But that is in theory. Now, how much does it cost to upgrade tools? Oh, I need a lot of things. I need a lot of things. I need so many things. Okay. Okay. Now we know what we're gonna work for. Then typical not one you remember, but imagine it was a night of some kind. Seemed like a Gina dream. I'm not sure though. I feel like you kind of can't be extremely sure of. I mean, probably you can be very sure of what you want in a partner and stuff like that. But I kind of feel like I'm going with the flow a lot more. Now, we also needed a gazillion of planks. Okay, we already have basically a gazillion. But still need more. We also now need to plant our things. So. And now we just sort by type. What on earth is it that we have? We have black tea leaves. And then we have a few hops. Because we already have hops here, which is the purple ones. Therefore, we want the other ones next to that. Which also means that we do not want these ones. We want onions, and we want onions ASAP. We want sugarcane, and we want that ASAP. I think there's a broccoli soup or something like that, so that might also be something that we are gonna invest in pretty quickly. But sugarcane is definitely a thing that we're gonna do immediately. And some black tea, because black tea is tasty. Now, potatoes, rye is a good thing. We have some more corn kernels. We also have corn there. Sure, why not? I feel like sooner rather than later we're gonna wish that we had more corn. So, might as well plant it. Eggplant is also probably pretty good to plant pretty quickly. I should have planted those next to the watermelons. Oh well. How many iron bars do I have now? We have enough. Upgrading the pickaxe, yeah, you will have to supply the entire industry with metals for the next year. That is basically what I'm gonna have to do, yeah. It's actually getting a bit of a cold draft. You want some cold draft, Techie? I don't know what temperature it is, but it is actually a cold draft. Like, I have opened every window, absolutely everywhere. So that is definitely helping. But it is actually getting a bit chilly. Okay, improve tools. Now. $25, the host 10. Yeah, I don't think that is important. I also feel like the watering can isn't that big of a deal. I feel like the two big things are the axe and the pickaxe. I feel like we're gonna start with the pickaxe. Straight away, should have it ready for you by tomorrow. Okay, that's cool. I can try and make sure that I have an axe for you to upgrade tomorrow. I'm gonna need more planks and more stuff. We have enough. That we do! That we do. Oh, yes, please. I would love that cold draft right now. I can't have the AC on the entire time. Yeah, yeah. Thankfully, I've actually managed to not start the AC yet. Like, I don't think that is something that's gonna keep being up in the realm of possibilities. But for right now, it is. And I am very happy for that. Where's my fishing rod? There is my battered fishing rod. I feel like I should brew more stuff. I should also craft another barrel stand, to be perfectly fair. Well, that costs a bit more. That costs iron sheets. And that uses bars. Yeah, I feel like we can deal with that. Considering how many iron bars we're currently just churning out. Weather app says it's still 32, now 10 p.m. Oh no. That is rough. I do not envy you in the slightest. Not in the slightest. Am I AC pretty much the entire time I am awake? Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that soon. There we go. Alright, I should speak to the man in waffle. Not right now. But, yeah. Oh, I should have bought some more yeast. No, that is wheat. We are not using wheat. We are also not cooking anything right now, and I feel like we really should cook something. So when can you sell the cold draft over? It's coming. There you go. My electric bill, but it feels worth it. Yeah, yeah. And it's gonna be worth it for me soon. I just feel like I'm not there quite yet. Because it kind of just... Det tar emot, you know? It's... I kind of don't want to do it because because of the electric bill. And also because it's also only in one part of the place, so that means it's gonna be a very cold draft right where I have my sofa, and it's still gonna be unbearably hot everywhere else. Moisture is at 55%. Oh, more thunderstorms are coming. Yeah, I can understand that with those temperatures. Will say though that right after a thunderstorm is normally quite cool. So that could be something to look forward to. That is rough. We're getting 76% moisture and 29 degrees tomorrow, and having a summer grill party. I have to go to grilling the type piglet. Yeah. Yeah, grilling at those temperatures is not fun. That does not sound like fun. Like, I have just been sitting in the shade of the north side outside because that's been coldish. But yeah, it really do be rough. And it's also because you can't really use the computer when it's that hot, because computers makes more heat. And then you're gonna be even more miserable. Which is even less fun. Some clouds and rain will be good. That is gonna be very, very good, yeah. Next week is supposed to be much more comfortable at least. Just gotta survive the weekend. Yeah. There's a festival this weekend though. I'm probably not gonna go. I mean, it does have free strawberries, and you know, free strawberries is free strawberries. But I also feel like it's not quite worth it. So you want some juice? Here you go. Rain tomorrow night. or past midnight, so technically Sunday morning, but was looking forward to it. I definitely understand. I'm kind of the same. I'm really looking forward to a nice summer drizzle. Midsummer, something else. Oh, it's something else. Midsummer was last week, or the week before that. It was a while ago. It was on the 20th. I think it was this year, or 25th, or something like that. I do not remember. You come down, or you're going outside. So yeah, thank you. Not 3, but we need 1 of those, and then we need 1 of those, and then we just go click and click and click and click and click and click. And another champagne. Oh, Techie's gone! Techie, what have I told you about telling me before you go on that break? Yeah. The table has been wiped down. Everything is cool. Everything is fine. Welcome back, Techie. You have been missed. I might have slightly missed that you were gone, but things were starting to fall apart. Hello? Why did you not take the thing? Oh, you want... I got the wrong thing. You want that? That's okay. We're fine. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. Here you go, Techie. Now, you chill. You go back to the animal shelter and you grab a salad. My pinky is getting a lot of workout because it's just continuously pressing shift, and that was a mosquito. Mosquitoes can kindly stick to being outdoors. That would be lovely. Do not appreciate things munching on my blood without my consent. I got it. Like, I have been bitten by so many insects the last couple of days. Yeah. I'm starting to have an itch in my eyes. And itching your eyeballs is kind of difficult to do. Honestly though, I thought it cost money to update your tools. It kind of feels like it didn't. So we're gonna be able to buy so many recipes because I feel like we have so much money. Ah, that's not my issue. Yes, murderificate the mosquito. Yes! Yes! Especially the massive horseflies that are biting the horses. And funnily enough, they don't care that you are human. They are gonna bite you too. I got the wrong thing again. Hopefully someone wants juice. Okay, there we go. Someone wants juice. Mosquitoes, please do not come. Yeah. I don't know what they are called in English, but they are like 1 centimeter long and they are gray. They come immediately after midsummer. And before midsummer, you're just like, everything is lovely, it's sunshine, you can't sleep because it's never dark, but other than that, it is lovely. There's flowers everywhere, you can just relax and you can unwind. And then midsummer comes, and then a couple of days after, everything just is full of the massive bitey insects that can bite you through jeans. I was riding and one bit me through my riding pants. And I have a massive bite on my knee. Mainly because I didn't swat it away in time. Because I was too busy riding. That color on the drink is really messing me up. I think that's why I keep messing and trying to serve rosé wine and then mix those two up. All of the time. And Tech is in another break. I also like that as soon as Techie is on break, I just make sure to do all of the things myself because I need to. And as soon as the other person is on break, I just do not care. Swipe off the tables real quickly, and this one too. There we go. Serve that, and you want food. Wonderful. Welcome back, Tiki. I recognize you going on break, so things didn't collapse fully. Midsummer, and then the creatures come. That they do. It is insane. Yeah, I was bitten by one of those that are around horses all the time. Not sure about their English name, but it hurts so bad we call them hestebroms, and it was a big one. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's the same because hestebroms, which is, I think is the equivalent in Swedish. Although, to be fair though, a lot of people call everything differently depending on where you're from. So what I call blinning and what other people call blinning is not the same, because my version of blinning is the grey 1 centimeter tall things. And what another person called blinning is black and white. So it's just a bit of a confusion. So. But yeah, the hestbroms that I call hestbroms, they are like 4 centimeters tall and yellow brownish. Kind of wasp colored. Those things, if you have jeans, like proper jeans, they are gonna bite you through the jeans. I have had one of those bite me once. They bit me through the jeans and there was blood everywhere. It was horrendous. I cannot recommend. Okay, we do not have a lot of cooked seafood, so let's grab that. It is in the order of least expensive to most expensive, so it's... I think that is the one that we are running out of. There we go. Still don't have yeast for that. Probably need to buy more yeast. We have some things being done. We have some whiskey coming up. Do I want... I despise when that happens. Well. Yeah, Hesperams, I know, is yellow with dark brown, almost black stripes and hurt really bad. Okay, then it's probably the same thing then. Because I know other people call Hesperams, those are brown and they are only like 3 centimeters tall. So sometimes it's just pure confusion. Again. No. Corn on the cob. We're gonna sort. We need more juice. We need more wine. We need more tea, which is gonna be a whole lot more difficult. Yeah, we are running out on a lot of things, which she is said. We are doing white, okay? White is something that we can probably do, which we can. Oh, and those I have. But we also need to grab all of the planks and all of the stuff. How many of these do I have? Not enough for all of the things that I want to do. And apparently my Wi-Fi has been having issues. But we might be back now. Oh, hello Lefty, welcome to stream. I do hope you've been having a wonderful day so far. Discord is being stupid and not sending me notifications. That is mean. That is very mean. Okay, I have 2 places. For corn and for something else. Yeast, before I forget. I also need to buy recipes and stuff. Might as well. Now, what kind of interesting stuff do we have that I do not have? Yars. Cheesery might be a thing. Do I want a cheesery? We can hold off on the cheesery thing, I think. Just for a little bit. Okay, I thought it was my internet. No, it was mine. Like, my internet has been having issues for a while. We also have Stankelben, which is a name used for like 2 to 3 different bugs, honestly, depending on where you're from. Yeah, which is basically our Blinning and Broms. Because for me, Blinning is the small ones and Broms is the large ones, but some people do it the opposite way, and I think the official way is not the ones that I'm using. But I don't care. People in Stockholm can do whatever they think is correct. Just, for example, one of the many words for cookie is kex. It's spelled K-E-X. And it is pronounced kex. The ones in Stockholm are highly mistaken because they think it's pronounced kex. It is not. I do not have raspberry bush. Do I want a raspberry bush? I feel like I have a lot of fruits, to be honest. If we have skipped that for 1 entire month, I think we can skip it for 1 more. Maybe we can't. Maybe something desperately needs raspberries. I'm getting a raspberry bush. Now. Someone has a pickaxe for me, and I have an axe for the same person. And a bunch of materials. But, you know, here we are. I mean, cheese is awesome. That it is. That it is. I got an achievement. Woo! Because I have that, and now I just need cobalt. Apparently. But primarily we're gonna grab ourselves an iron axe. The cobalt ones are really lovely though. Yeah, you need a bit of time finishing. Why is that there? That is there. Don't move my tools without telling me. They have their fixed places that they always have. And now I have 11 gold coins to buy stuff for. I feel like I have burnt my neck. Don't quite know when, because I have not been outside in the sun that much today. We got Kix kind of cookie and it's pronounced Kix. So those southerners really must be right, because closer to Danish. That is the interesting part with this though. It's the southerners and the southwesterners. Because everything south of Stockholm is south. Interestingly enough, everything north of Stockholm is north. It's up in the north and Stockholm that it is kex. It's the west and the south that it's Czechs. I think Skåne is Czechs as well. I don't know. Might have to ask someone about that. And now I'm pretty sure that it's some there are stuff that I really wanted. I'm also pretty sure that can't get the large apiary. Huh? Okay, and I can't get the medium apiary, so that must mean that I already have it. Maybe? Okay, decorative barrel. I don't think that is that much of a fun thing. Unless that is useful for something. Edging section. Okay. Cupboard. I mean, cupboard is pretty nice. Double bed is probably pretty nice. Big night table, sure. I like the rustic stools. I feel like a lot of things here is mainly just beautifying things. I will get the small window because that's gonna be easy enough to make. Can make a big shelf because why not? And this is so much more pretty than that. If I can get that, I'm not gonna get that. I think they're basically the same size as well. Oh wait, that is weird. Why are they dialecting that so wrong? I don't know. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I do think though that the dialect where I'm at, like the west-south scale there, it's kind of a massive blob. It's mainly to the west, but it's also a bit to the east and south. Like we do use a lot of in a different ways. Like most of Sweden has a lot of noises. We do that a bit to the extreme. We do also have the like the deep R sound. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. And we also have silent R's because we can't have only one sound R. In my dialect we have like 3. I mean, dialects are kind of fun though. We also have words that don't exist in other places. Amazing words that are very useful. That I am not gonna tell because that's gonna narrow my area a lot. So yeah. I think we're gonna go with that. I don't feel like there's a whole lot more things that I need currently. I also feel like I kind of don't know what I need. I mean, it's called decorative, wouldn't get my hopes up, but maybe need to place stuff on. Yeah, it might be that. But I also feel like I need to make my place bigger for that to be come into effect. And I don't feel like my place needs to be that much bigger. I mean, it does need to be bigger, but I don't feel like I want to waste my money on making it bigger. And you need more fuel, apparently. Again. I need to do some things with you. You need water. Well, water is easy enough. Until you don't have any more buckets, sis. And now you don't have that, so we're gonna do that. I don't have a block stockpile. That should probably be something that we should focus on. The stockpiles are really, really good to have. Arr, that's fine. Yes. Minns du en sjöman för länge, länge sen? Minns du hans namn var Kalle Theodor? Där han nu i sin grav. Han vilar i havet, Kalle Theodor. Men en stormnatt kan du höra någon som ropar hej ho. Ifrån havets djup det kommer och det låter så. Hej ho, hej ho. Astrid Lindgren made some very nice songs, we'll say. Now I have that one stuck on my brain. Singing stream as bold as day. Yeah, I mean, it's very rare that we don't hit at least one song, though, to be fair. It is a bit more than rare that it is a Swedish song. I need to chop it chop. Except that I can't chop it chop. I need a better pickaxe! I just got a better pickaxe. And that's a stump. My pickaxe is not gonna help against a stump. Can I demolish this wall? Why did I upgrade my pickaxe if I can't do stuff with the upgraded pickaxe? Oh, this used to be a pile of stuff. Okay, I can destroy this. Don't know if I could do that before. I probably couldn't. If she never doesn't sing, we know it's not the real one. Yes. Either that or I'm honestly really, really sad. Because when I'm happy, I tend to sing. And when I'm either really, really stressed or sad about something, I mean, unless I'm really sad, because then I sing sad songs. But, yeah. If I'm in a bad mood, I tend to not sing as well. Minns du en sjöman för länge, länge sen? Minns du hans namn var Kalle Theodor? Därför så vilar han nu i sin grav. Han vilar i havet, Kalle Theodor. Men en stormnatt kan du höra någon som ropar hej ho. Ifrån havets djup. Hej ho, hej ho. It's a fun song. Glad you're ready. Yeah, I'm glad to be back as well. Where's my spoon? There's my spoon. Ooh, I got some fossilized remains, and Doggo gave me a boot. Wonderful, thank you. Ooh, mushrooms. Speaking of mushrooms, mushrooms are actually coming up already. Like, I have found some chanterelles out in the wild, interestingly enough. Yeah, that pickaxe wasn't better at the notes. I had hoped that it was at least gonna be better with the notes and stuff. But no. I mean, it has done something, so that is at least something. Now, I would like to make some explosives. I don't think I can make explosives. Boy. Granite. What on earth do I get that from? That is interesting. Maybe I need this pickaxe for the granite stuff. Is this... That is not granite. Apparently. How's Gina's today? Well, she sang twice during stream, so okay. Yeah. At least. Okay. Okay, what if we go to floor 3 and we look for weird rocks? I mean, this is certainly a weird rock, but I can't do anything with it. I mean, there must be granite somewhere. Oh, this place is new. I don't think this is what it looked like yesterday. I feel like singing now, but I don't know what to sing. Ugh. The game needs to grant you some granite. Oh, I understand. Yeah. Now I remember that the entirety of the mine is not yet done. So fair. Oh. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. I do not see how it is. Okay, I got a long way. What on earth is this? Okay, can't go that way apparently. Okay. I mean, there's certainly no clue around here. I mean, we can just brute force it. I mean, we know it's... Okay, fine. I forgot. Okay. Okay, I brute forced it. I'm very sad though because I can't get to that point. Oh, that is annoying. That is annoying. Unless I can go this way. Maybe I can go this way. Hopefully. I can go this way. Thank you! I can now craft ancient amber, which is weird. Considering that amber is a thing that just is a fossilized tree sap. But I can now craft it. So, you know. Pickaxe can't break some old ruins that are probably more breaking through structures and mean-spirited customers. Your weakness disgusts me. Yeah, that's basically what it feels like. I just upgraded my pickaxe to an iron pickaxe and it can't do stuff! But we're quite late. Although if I open right now, customers are gonna start to become upset even before I'm getting back. So. Now there's a lot of things that I want to see if I can craft. Prehistoric small bench. And a titan iron. And an ancient amber, and an ammonite, and a geode, and a mummified cat. I have very little. I have only the mummified cat that wants the etched stone, and I have so much etched stone. And so few other things. Was that kitty that jumped in through the window? Because I just heard a loud sound. Maybe it's less crafting and more like extracting it from something. With what? The granite or the pickaxes or the amber or the resources or I don't know. No. Do you see the DLC to Pokopia that comes in August? I would love some underwater filling right now. Can't understand that. I did see... I did hear about the DLC. I didn't see the Nintendo Direct because I was in a slump. Right then. And I haven't seen it after that either. I have watched the big thing. And the big thing, according to moi, was, you know, the Ocarina of Time stuff. That is something that needed watching. With all that might entail. Although I will say that my hopes is that it's gonna be a reimagining. Not just updated graphics, but a reimagining. Because the game is ancient by now. But kind of doubt that's gonna happen. Having some weird jumps in stream, some messengers spike mid late. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. The amber. Oh, okay. I forgot what I was talking about. Interestingly enough. No, I finally got Ocarina of Time in 3DS and now they're remaking it. Oh, yeah. There is that. There is that. There is that. But I will also say that my hope for it is that it is both a reimagining, so not just updated graphics, but a reimagining. Some other thing that I hope for, that is very unlikely to happen, like insanely unlikely to happen, is that we're also getting Majora's Mask. Because Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, they are one of the very few Zelda games that are like a duology. Basically the same Link is going through two different adventures. That rarely happens. It did happen with Breath of the Wild Link. It did happen with Wind Waker Link. But those three are the only ones, if I remember things correctly. And I highly doubt. Hello? Why? Hi? There we go. Okay. Do not know why we didn't want to serve anyone there for a little bit. What? What do you mean, watering can? Did I drop my watering can? I did. Okay. That was weird. That was definitely weird. Huh. I don't like that they chose Twilight Princess art style. That depends on what you mean. I don't think they did. They did choose that kind of Link, but that in the same way that Breath of the Wild Link. Like, they didn't do the Toon or the Toy Link, and I'm thankful for that, because that's not gonna fit Ocarina of Time, and that certainly doesn't fit Majora's Mask. And Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask are kind of similar in that they are both darker games, and Ocarina of Time is very tied to Majora's Mask. So I kind of feel like if they are doing Ocarina of Time, they might just do it because money. Because Ocarina of Time is one of the most popular Zelda games. Which is fair, perfectly fair in my very biased opinion. Okay, so we have been salad. Yes, spring onions. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna pause and read. 2 games in 1. I don't trust Nintendo to be generous enough for that. Yeah, I highly doubt they are gonna be generous enough for that. I doubt it insanely much. So, that is just my hope. Because it's an old game. But I don't think they are gonna do anything like that. They are probably just gonna give us 1 game. So the next hope is that they are gonna give us Majora's Mask in a couple of years. But I will say though that I miss Twilight Princess, and I would have liked to play Twilight Princess again. But yeah. I'm not saying it's bad, but still. Yeah, I think it's depending on what you want from it. I haven't watched that much of the trailer. It is definitely more of the traditionally console games art style. Like the Toon Link is more of the portable, like the DS and 3DS had Toon Link, and then we have the Toy Link for the Switch, which is, it's fine, but it's slightly weird. I think I definitely prefer that kind of link that is more realistic proportions and stuff. But yeah, I haven't seen enough for me to clock it as Twilight Princess-y. I will say though that Ocarina of Time was the game before Twilight Princess, if we aren't counting Wind Waker, but Wind Waker has its own thing going on. Like style-wise, those two, they would have been insanely similar if they would have had better graphics for the Nintendo 64. Some weird glitchiness seems to be going on. Yeah, it might be my internet, it might be YouTube, I'm not sure. Kitty's probably not indoors, by the way, because Kitty has not been screaming about me about food. So YouTube probably, YouTube, yeah, might be. Nowadays you can be happy if you actually get one full game for buying a game in this industry. That as well. That as well. And especially a full functioning game, and not just one very buggy game. That's something that annoys me quite a lot. Like, I do understand that there can be bugs that you are gonna have to patch later on. I do understand that. But it feels so immensely lazy because there's so many bugs. Like, I would rather they just say that, hey, we need 6 more months to fix some bugs. I would just go like, yeah, you do that. And then I'm gonna pay you for a functioning product. But yeah. So for me, taking the ads are a bit aggressive on my end. Yeah, I do dislike the YouTube ads. They are getting way more aggressive with the ads. I'm gonna have to tone it down a lot. Like, what I have is basically, I just told YouTube, like, play the least amount of ads you possibly can. I feel like I'm gonna have to go manual with it because it's just so many. I finally got a game I'm looking forward to very much in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, so I'm very happy. Ooh. Also a bit interested in Echoes of Aincrad, a custom character Sword Art Online game. Ooh, I see. That sounds kind of interesting. I mean, I did watch the first series. I think I watched 2 seasons of Sword Art Online, and then I just realized which direction it was going in. But the first season is I feel like it's a really good anime. I mean, it has some things going on, but for the most part, the idea of a set release date is stupid. It is. It is. Yeah, release a functioning game and make a good first impression, or say like it's early access and make it cheaper. Yeah, exactly. Like, you have to make it cheaper if it's early access. I don't want to pay a lot of money for a game that's not full release. Like, if it's early access, fine. But make sure that I don't need to pay for a full release if it's not a full release. I feel like that should be... You know? Common sense. Common sense is what it's called. Just give a rough estimate, like fall off or something. Yeah, which is fair. And I would even prefer them to just go like... early 2075 or whatever. Not that, because that would be insane. To just decide like, yeah, we're gonna work on this game for like 50 years. But, you know, for them to actually say that, like, yeah, either a season or like this 6 months. Or something like that. It doesn't need to be perfect. Really doesn't. Common sense? What is that? Can we have it? Wait, let me ask ChatGPT so I don't have to think. Exactly. GTA 6 release date 2075. Oh, the horror. I mean, it's kind of become like that with the 6. Ooh. Free meat! Thank you. Because, like, Sims 4 has been out for, I don't want to know how many years by now. It has been out for a while. Quack. Quackity quackity quack. Quack quack. Wait, these guys have apples. And it's autumn. And I need cider. Oh, you're sad because it's raining? Hello? Hi, kid. What's your name? Arthur. I see you're not much of a talker. My missus says I shouldn't talk to strangers. Yeah, she's right. I'm Gina, the innkeeper. Yeah, Baba. Okay, apples. Give me the apples. Apples. I have apples. I also have wild berries, apparently, but I'm mainly pumped for the apples. You have even more apples. Thank you for allowing me to steal your apples. I don't know if it's like this in other places of the world, but in Sweden we have a specific words for stealing apples. Honestly though, I think it's the same for stealing any kind of fruit. It's called palla. You pallar äpplen. That is stealing apples from a neighbor. You just walk into their yard and then you pick their tree and then you run back out. See? I have lost most expectation for game nowadays. Stories can be horrible. Getting half games, lucky stuff behind deluxe intentionally make waste of times you can solve with deluxe. So go in with no expectations and hopefully get positively surprised. Yeah, I feel like that is basically where we're at currently, which is just insanely sad. Like, I feel like gamers deserve so much better, and there are gaming, like, studios that actually do that. That actually just, hey, new game, just finished. Is as bug-free as we're able to make it, and it drops right now. But for the most part, I feel like a lot of game developers, especially the big companies, they just do whatever they can get away with. Are my pockets is full? My pockets are full. Just gonna give you some stuff. Oh wait, I already have a boot. I might as well pick up this boot. There we go. Sims 4 to me is like this zombified corpse corpse that is still being kept alive with dark magic and certainly not love. Yeah, that is exactly what I feel as well. It really does feel like a zombie at this point. And it is certainly not love keeping the thing together. It stopped being love. I feel like the Sims started to go downwards at around Sims 3 Paradise Island, or whatever the thing is called in English. I feel like that is where it started to go downhill. Because that's where the start of the immense amount of bugs starting showing up. Before that, there wasn't that many bugs. Sims 3 was a mess. But it was nowhere near the mess that it was gonna become right when the Island Paradise thing dropped. And The Sims 4 has also just steadily gone downhill with more and more money-grabby situations. Like this tiny packs that they want you to pay, I don't know if it's 7 euros or something like that, or if it's like 10 euros. I don't know. I don't remember how much it is. Probably more than 7 euros, because if it was 7, I wouldn't think that much about it. But they have increased the price of that, and you do not get a lot of things in them. It's just not worth it. The amount of stuff in the different packs has decreased. And the game balance is just way out of whack. Because if you have things like werewolves, wizards, vampires, you had... Like, they all... Like, I love playing with my little fantasy creatures. That is what I enjoy. But with all of them, you had ups and downs. You had things they were good for, and you had weaknesses as well. Store all matchy, thank you. Store all matchy. Did I have apples? Oh, we're making cider. I forgot to buy eggs. Oh, whiskey cream? Yeah, sure, why not? And I can't make that because I don't have that. Alright, the sugar situation. Well, we have sugarcane growing. Oh, that's gonna be have to be good. I need to empty way more pockets. I feel like you have some stuff that you shouldn't have. Can you sort by type? I can more easily see what on earth is supposed to be here, and that is not supposed to be there. Oh, Kitty's inside. Where on earth have I stored all of my fish? Must have fish somewhere. I mean, it must be somewhere. I just don't know where it is. I can have a good day, night, everyone. Until next time. Yeah, thank you for coming here, Seven, and I'm glad to be back as well. I'm glad to have you. But you do have a lovely night's rest. I have found the clams, I suppose. Something. I mean, scallops. Oh well. because I just need sugar, which I do not have. So there is that. But yeah, have a good pack. Good pack. And I hope to see you next time as well. Hello, Doggo. No, okay, you get under the cord. She just walked in front of me and I have the cord for my headset right there. So I was a bit worried that she was gonna tangle herself with that. Hello, kitty. Kitty went away. Because I'm boring. Cute. Yeah, I do have more tea. Definitely have more rosé wine. Don't have more juice, but I have plenty of other drinks that I can fill it with. Do have more of that now. Do not have more of that. I had hoped that I could have whiskey on tap. I could not have whiskey on tap, it seems. Oh well. It is what it is. No, I did my highly anticipated half-hour game with bad reviews. Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes, though. It really does. My episode about that is Subnautica 2 right now. It was about to get screwed over by the publisher, long story, but devs and fans fought against it and actually won. Ooh, and early access was pretty fun now. Oh, that sounds really lovely. Huh. I feel like I might check that out. But at the same time, I have not played the other two games. And I feel like I probably should have played those first. And also that's the whole thing with me being scared of deep water and that game being very much about deep water and scary stuff in said deep water. So yeah. And also I am definitely a lot more careful with spending money and stuff right now. If I would have had a job in August, I probably would have gotten it. But I don't have a job in August, so right now I have sent in some applications, but okay, on Steam with current summer sale, Sims has 112 extra content packs, everything together costing €1,000. Again, summer sale. Sims 3 has 19 packs with a lot less for it all. Yeah. I mean, in their defense, most of the extra content packs are the smallest packs that cost the least. Not in their defense, the smallest kits are insanely expensive. So. Also gotta love how for Sims 4 there's a Lady Bridgerton's Masquerade Ballroom kit and a whole separately sold Masquerade Ball fashion kit. Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. They did kind of something similar with the expansion pack. That is pets. They had dogs and cats in that one. The Sims 3 one had dogs, cats, horses, unicorns, lizards, birds, I think maybe rodents as well. I don't remember. Basically a lot of different animals. But Sims 4 they couldn't do that because it was difficult to program the horses. And also we couldn't do that you could actually control the animals because that was difficult to do. I mean, it wasn't that it was difficult to do. It was that it ruins the imagination. Or whatever it was. I don't remember. And then after that they made My first pet, stuff pack, where you get a lot of stuff for your animals. Because that couldn't have been in the expansion pack, the big pack. No, no, no. That is something you cannot have. So you already did that with that pack. People were so angry. Not that they cared, but people were angry. I feel like The Sims can get away with so many things just because there was not really any game to... A lot of ways I still think that there isn't a true rival to The Sims. Ooh, thank you. But at the same time, I also right now feel like I don't care. Like, there is definitely some things that I wish The Sims would have done better, but that's not something that I can control, so here we are. And there are a lot of other games that are fun. I don't need The Sims to have fun. There are some things that are really fun to play out in Sims. And I don't think there's any games that are close to getting that, but I don't like Sims. I don't like what Sims has become. It's fine, the base game is free. Yeah, now it is. It wasn't free when I got it. But yeah. It's just so many scammy things with The Sims. There's so many scammy things in gaming. Final. Like, not just The Sims. I played Sims 4 once, spent an hour creating my character, started an empty plot, didn't know how to build a house, and that was like 2 years ago. Yeah, which is fair. Building in Sims is difficult. Like, there's a lot of people that are insanely good at it. I am not one of them. I mainly just get a house and I redecorate it. Except when I'm doing a legacy challenge, but that is way different because then your house kind of grows. Because when you're doing a legacy challenge, for those of you who don't know, basically you just create one sim. One singular sim, and then you place yourself in an empty plot. It has to be empty. It has to be the biggest plot if you're doing the full rules. But the main thing is that you set your household funds to 0. So you are effectively homeless and you are growing from absolutely nothing. And then your goal is to get to 10 generations. Which is fun. I definitely think that that is a fun challenge. I also think that it was probably a whole lot better in Sims 3 than it is in Sims 4. It has gotten better in Sims 4. But yeah. I'm also gonna head off to bed. The Summerfest is at noon, so really hope for some good rest. It sounds like you're gonna need some good rest then. But it was great seeing you again, Gina, and everyone else again. Congrats on new horse. Thank you. Thank you for coming here. It was really nice hanging out with you guys again. I really do appreciate it. Yeah. Hope you have a lovely time tomorrow. Cause you do deserve the lovely time. Well though. I'm mainly gonna... Hello, calm down! Thank you. I think I'm mainly gonna play through this day. And then I'm gonna head off to bed. I'm not used to talking this much. Bum, 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 bum. Da-dum, da-da-dum. Da-da-dum, da-da-da-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, we need so many drinks. I'm getting tired. Oh, I need to whack someone with my broom. There we go. Thank you for that. I just mean you need to stream more. I do need to build up my endurance a whole lot. I mean, we have been going for more than 3 hours though, to be perfectly fair. And 3 hour mark and close to midnight, I feel like it's fair for me to start to get tired. But yeah. I don't know, maybe we're... summer times used to be when I started to stream during the daytime as well. Especially early mornings. But that is gonna cause so much heat that I am not gonna be able to escape. Like during evening at least I can open all of the windows and it's gonna be better. I gotta have a training montage for Dina talking / streaming. Yes! Yes! Oh, you haven't recorded your first Starbound episode. That sounds fun. It sounds fun. I need to run to bed. Oops, I forgot about that. Ah. There we go. Bum, bum, yeah, run to bed, I clean everything up. Awesome! Awesome. It's very nice to depend on you for cleaning up all of the things. And the magical broom. I will say, I feel like the magical broom is doing a lot as well. I figured as a Terraria player with 1,000+ hours, it would be good content. Probably. Probably. I don't think I have... I haven't played Starbound and I haven't played Terraria. And in real life, Gina also ran to bed, not gonna clean up that. Now you don't have to clean my mess up. But I'm pretty sure Doggo needs to go out for a pee-pee walk before I go to bed. And I need to close all of the doors so that, you know, it's not gonna get too chilly inside. And then I need to make sure the kitty's inside. And that kitty has food and stuff. I mean, it's not that... I mean, to me, it is important that kitty is inside during the night. But right now that I have so many windows open, it's not that big of a deal because I have come to realize that she can jump in through a lot of the windows. Some of the windows that she vehemently is jumping through, she actually unhatches the little hasp that I have that makes sure that the window doesn't blow open or close. But yeah, not getting too chilly inside. I want your problems. I mean, just because of that, I'm gonna have to go check what the temperature is right now. Not that I trust my thermometer that much, but still gonna check. Okay. It is not as chilly as I thought. We'll give you that. It is merely 20 degrees. And 22 degrees inside. In the other room. I feel like it's way colder in here. We're sitting at 29 degrees, so it is getting colder. That is nice. That is nice. But yeah. I do not envy you. I do not envy you in the slightest. Like, I am dead at 25, 26 degrees. Like, I can live with 25 degrees if it's still fresh air. I can survive that. 26 degrees indoors, and I am basically in a heat coma. So, 29 is the temperature I'm fine with during the day. Eh. I can be fine with 29 degrees Celsius if there is also a wind outside during the day. Nighttime can please go to like 14, preferably. Somewhere between 14 and 20. That is nighttime temperature. Thank you very much. Considering that I know it's gonna be sunny and very hot tomorrow, preferably closer to 14 than 20, but I'm gonna take what I have. To be fair, we had a bit of wind today and yesterday, and swimming also helped. Yeah, swimming helps a lot. Swimming helps a lot. Like, I think Doggo is suffering a bit in the heat, so I've been taking her to swim. She doesn't like swimming, but I find it very, very nice that I just hold her and then she just lay in the water. She didn't want to do that today. So I have a bunch of scratches on my arms that she just felt like, no, I'm going back into the land. I do not wish to be here. She's so cute though when she just holds onto my arm like, do not let me go, I'm gonna drown. And then she proceeds to absolutely not drown, because she can swim. She's been getting better at swimming, but it's also because she has been training a bit more at it. But yeah. Okay, internet disappeared for a bit, but the internet reappeared, so here we are. But yeah, I do think that I'm gonna head over to bed. But yeah, this has been a lovely time hanging out with you guys, and I do hope you had fun as well. Do stay safe in the heat, do drink a lot, keep water close at hand. Tea is not water. I have learned. Sometimes I practice it. Right now I do. I have drinking it 1 cup of tea today. And probably around 1 liter of water, so better than I normally do. Not good, but better. So yeah, thank you for the stream, Gina. Glad to have you back. Thank you. I'm glad to be back as well. Gotta have tea and water. Exactly. I just really do need to drink more water. It's just the water tastes so bland after a while. Tea has a lot of flavor. I like tea. I enjoy tea. Well, yeah, thank you guys so much for coming here. I do hope you enjoyed. Do have a lovely rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whatever time it is for you guys. Do take care of yourself and of one another. And until I see you next time, bye bye and agropug.